Hello friends, this is going to be a little fast track video to you guys because the Musou on deck video is going to take quite a while, and instead of leaving you guys hanging, I'm just going to show the best of the best, which is going to be this game, of course, and Battride War Genesis. So, one of the things you're going to want to do is go in here. Now, I have to give a disclaimer. Most of you are going to be playing in portable mode, right? So when you're in portable mode, you're going to want to put the GPU clock frequency to 1000. That actually makes the game run better for some reason. If you look at the benchmark in the upper left-hand corner when I get into gameplay, you notice it doesn't really tax the Steam Deck at all, but I guess this game uses a lot of rendering tricks to make it work properly on antiquated PS3 hardware. And it paid off because this was like the only Musou game I know of on the PS3 that ran in 60 FPS. So when you're in portable mode, you're going to want to put it to not 1600, but 1000. You will have to put it to 1600 when you're recording like this, but that's such a small subset of you guys. I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to go ahead and post a reminder for that in the description as well. The English patch as well, I don't quite remember how I installed it, but it's basically going to be a one-time thing because the installation process is different from the way that it is on PC. So I can vouch for this because I've been through multiple factory resets on my Steam Deck for various technical reasons that are completely unrelated to playing this game. And I just got my 1 terabyte installed like 2 weeks ago, and it basically worked fine. I just reinstalled the update and the DLC, and I was good to go. So if you did get this to work on the Steam Deck with the English patch, I recommend backing it up elsewhere. You know, put it on a drive or something so that in case you ever have hardware failure, you won't have to do it again. In any case, let's just go ahead and get into the game really quick. Sorry, I'm having a lot of technical problems right now. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is not going to be the usual sweaty, high-level gameplay you guys come here for. This is strictly just to show that it works. This is actually... I'll go ahead and admit that this is my second take because my freaking recording software decided to not record my voice and I talked for like 20 minutes. So I think it's better to cut on the rambling anyway. So one of the things you'll notice is like the CPU and the GPU like aren't maxed at all, but it still doesn't run like as well as it should. I'm thinking it's just something with the emulator itself. The second game that we're going to do today, Battride War Genesis, should work perfectly. It's a miracle this works at all in English, so can't be too picky. Yeah, we're not doing style right now. I've drawn out the excitement for this video for too long, and I've spent hours doing it. Yeah, if you want to see sweat gameplay, there will be other times for that. Now, another problem with playing this on the Steam Deck is that you're going to have to compile the shaders, and the shaders obviously are going to impact performance. So, I don't know if you can just take shaders from your PC version of the game. I'm going to assume you can, but that was definitely a big chunk of what made this take so long was just compiling the shaders again. Like, a lot of the levels I don't have the shaders compiled, so I've just been doing this one because it can be finished in like 2 minutes and basically get the point across. But if I go to play another level, the shader compilation is definitely going to impact the performance a bit, so I have to keep that in mind as well. I don't want any pitchforks because it doesn't run like this right away. You will have to compile the shaders, but that's just a reality of doing emulated stuff these days. It's actually one of the best reasons to get a good processor, so that you can compile shaders and not really see much of a performance hit. Now, I'm not able to show this in the video because I guess RPCS3's patch servers are down, but you can use the uncapped frame rate game patch for this. It's in the game patches menu. You can go ahead and use that, and it will work. What it will do in the Steam Deck's case is it will make it so the menu and the in-game engine cutscenes, meaning not the pre-rendered ones, will run at 60 FPS, which is just a nice little bonus. It's not something you need, but performance-wise, the menus in this thing are like the worst thing about it by far. The menus feel very laggy. It's no difference than laggy menus in like a turn-based RPG, how awful those feel, because it feels like it eats your inputs. This game's menus definitely have that problem, so if you have the game patches menu on your RPCS3, you can go ahead and enable that, and that will make cutscenes like the victory scene there and the menu here will also run better too. I wanted to show that in the video, but their patch servers are down, so there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. You can also turn on relaxed XFloat in CPU and GPU on the custom configuration settings for this. I don't know if it helps. There was somebody else who said that you could just run it at default, but I went ahead and turned that on anyway, so if you're wanting to do that, you can. I definitely can vouch for the game running quite a bit better in portable mode with the GPU clock frequency down, but I guess you gotta change things a little bit when you go into docked mode on here. So I hope that helps. I'm going to go ahead and cut to Battride War Genesis, and that's going to be a lot shorter as well, just because that game kind of just runs perfectly as it is. Thanks for watching. Alright, this is going to be the second part of the video, but I have to give yet another disclaimer. I had some frame generation problems with this last time I played it docked, and actually in portable mode as well, and I fixed that by putting the GPU clock frequency to 1000. So, once again, you're going to want to go in here, go to Performance, and then put the GPU clock frequency to 1000 when you're playing in portable mode, and then set it as a per game profile. It seems to help on a lot of these heavier games. This is actually one of the lighter Musou games you can probably play. Like I said, I'm not done with the video yet, but for these two games in particular, putting it at 1000 does seem to help with frame generation and performance. Also, what you're going to want to do is go look at my video in the description. There is a non-cheat engine permanent way to get this game to run at 60 FPS. I have a video about it, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description. So, for your Steam Deck, you're basically just going to want to take the dump of the game that you can find and just replace that file when asked, and boom, there you go. You'll have permanent 60 FPS, so you will not have to worry about cheat engine or anything. That was the original version of this mod. Now it's permanent. No different than a computer game mod, you know? Just replace the file and it's there forever. That's about as good as it gets. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play as... Actually, we'll play as the guy in my avatar. Here you go. Where's Meteor? There he is. We're just gonna knock this out really quick. He's using his bike more than he did in the show in that like 5 seconds right there. In any case, this game is not taxing the Steam Deck at all. It's actually very light. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the PS4 version of this game, literally all it did was add more peons in these little fights. This game's like level structure is a little bit different from your average Musou game where peons are mandatory instead of optional. So they added like more peons in here and they upscaled it. That's literally all they did, so for all intents and purposes, due to the frame rate, this is the best version of the game by a rather large margin. But yeah, not much to talk about here. This actually runs way better than I thought it would. This game is awesome. Alright, we'll do one more since that took a lot less time than Basara. There's not really much to explain here. It pretty much runs perfectly. I don't know if a lot of people are aware. There actually is an official portable version of this game on the Vita, but I've never actually seen it myself. But yeah, this is gonna walk circles around the Vita version, whatever it looks like. So judging on how the Steam Deck is not really struggling to run this game, I'm willing to bet you could probably lower the TDP and maybe get a couple more hours out of this, but for the sake of this video and the fact that the settings actually differ from portable to docked mode, at least when you're recording like this, I just left it on stock. But if you guys have any findings yourselves, go ahead and let me know, and maybe I'll make like an more optimized video for this. But it took hours to get to this point, so I kind of just want to give the stock experience. Okay, power banks are cheap now. Don't necessarily have to be tethered to the console at all times. Better horse than Diablo 4. Pretty low bar, but yeah. I have some other Musou games I want to test, but I haven't really had a lot of luck optimizing them, and I feel like these two are the ones people are going to be interested in the most, so I might just take these clips and put them in the finished video, but for now, I'm just going to run this. Nice crotch shot there. Super One, you're showing too much. Showing too much there, man. In any case, there you go. There's Battride War Genesis and Basara for Sumeragi running at mostly 60 FPS in the case of Basara, and then like lock 60 FPS in terms of this game. This game with the 60 FPS mod feels way better, so definitely go check the description. I have the video there with the file, and it explains how to do it and everything there. Basara will definitely run a lot better in portable mode than what you saw here, but I kind of got to work with what I've got, so I don't know if it's my dock or what. But yeah, make sure you put your GPU clock frequency down to 1000 for both games. I think it might actually help with battery life as well, but either way, it helps with performance. Total power drawn seems like with PS3 emulation is going to be pretty high in general, so if you want to tweak that, you're welcome to do that and on your own time, and and maybe help me optimize it further. But yeah, the Musou on deck video, the full all-encompassing one that will be the final one, will probably take quite a bit more time, so in the meantime I figured I'd just get this out instead of baiting you guys over and over. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, let me know.